Hello, hello, how are we doing? A few things are different about me today. First of all, I'm wearing glasses, which I don't get to do very often because I always lose them. And I actually have some. I bought them today, or they arrived today, and they're on my face and I can see, which, is a real advantage doing something like Battlefield. So that's that for a start. Is this round ever going to start? Oh my god, no. Do I change team? No, it's going to fill up, isn't it? There you go. Yeah, and the other thing about me today is that I'm playing Domination. You can see there's not many people in the round. It's not 64 players. It's not 32 versus 32. I think it's 12 versus 12. It's not at the moment, but I think it will be. And why is there a Domination server going? There's never a Domination server going. I know this because if I pause, and you look on the bottom right-hand side of my screen, that eagle eye veteran part, win 10 games of Domination, 9 out of 10. I've basically never played Domination. It's a shame because I like it. I like playing Domination on COD in particular. But you just don't get a server. Why don't you get a server? Because the game's not as popular as it used to be. The game modes aren't very full. Get suppressed. So yeah, you'll be able to get around on Conquest, Operations, and maybe, if you're lucky, Team Deathmatch. But not anything else. But there are a lot of servers going at the moment, and why are there a lot of servers going? Because we have a new Battlefield coming out. We've had the reveal trailer, we've had the multiplayer reveal trailer, and people are hyped. So a lot of people are back playing Battlefield, or tried to play Battlefield for the first time in anticipation of playing Battlefield 6 in the future. Battlefield 1 is one of the better titles, one of the better reviewed titles, one of the more popular titles in the series, so people are playing it. So there's loads and loads and loads of servers going. It's currently 2:45 on a Monday, and servers are full. There's even Domination servers going. That sort of shows how popular Battlefield is at the moment. And obviously we went through this with Battlefield 4, didn't we, when 2042 was announced. Like it hit like peak Steam player numbers or something, which is kind of mad, given... I heard the mortar go. There's only there. So it's not a sign that Battlefield is back or anything. It's just a fact. It's just, oh, it's bad spawn. Oh, what are you doing, mate? There's a lot of like low-level players in this server. So what's he? 34 should be better than that, really. But you can see there's like there's 2 zeros on their team. Loads of sub-10s. It's quite easy. I should be doing better than 4 in 1, really. But yeah, lots of new players because there are lots of people playing the game for the first time. Oh, whoa! Don't do that. Wow, that's a good shot. Fair enough. Headshot. Yeah, so me not doing very well against all these noobs is kind of funny, I guess. Right. So actually get to talk about what I wanted to talk about, which is Battlefield 6. So the good folks down at at EA Dice, at Battlefield Studios, I think it's now called. EA Dice, Battlefield Studios, whatever you want to call it. Oh, I need to stop spawning on him. It's really annoying. They've said that if you participate in the Battlefield Labs, i.e. the testing alpha program for Battlefield, you can now talk about it. Before, it was all under NDA, as it should be, but now that NDA has been lifted, what you can't do is you can't share clips, but you can share experiences. Ooh, God, that guy. Oh, he was actually there all along. I thought I saw somebody there. Oh, there's a lot of people here. I don't like this. Just don't get the rhythm of the map very much on Domination. So yeah, you can now share what you think of the game, what you've been doing, Yeah, you could talk about Battlefield Labs, whereas before you weren't allowed to talk about it. You weren't even allowed to mention it to your friends. But now you can. And big secret is that I was one of the people who've been testing. Oh my god! Such bad shooting. Please tell me he's dead. No, he's not. Oh my god. Oh my days. Yeah, I've been one of the testers. And I think that's been since like maybe April, maybe that sort of time frame. I don't really remember. That's gonna kill me.
We have lost
Crap. So participated in a fair few tests. The game was in pre-alpha when I was testing it, and then it was in alpha for a bit, and I believe now it's in beta. So yeah, I thought I would lay out what I think. To be honest, there's not a lot. I don't have a lot to say about the gameplay itself. Like, kind of is what it is, but it's more about Battlefield Labs and the testing program and how it went and how optimistic I am for the game. Yeah, that's kind of more what I want to be talking about. Are they still all over there? There's definitely somebody over there. Playing this like team deathmatch really, which I shouldn't be.
We are losing objective butter.
Oh my god!
We have lost objective butter.
I'm really struggling.
We have taken objective Charlie.
My squad all hanging out on the side of the map isn't really helping either. So yeah, I've been playing it for a few months. They've been doing 2-hour sessions on a Friday night. There was one whole weekend session, which was... I could hear somebody down there. I thought I could anyway.
We have taken objective butter.
Yeah, 2-hour sessions on a Friday night and one whole weekend session. I can hear someone.
We have lost objective Charlie.
There you go. And so you haven't a huge amount of time to play. And what you actually get to play is based on what they give you. So some days it was conquest, some days it was domination, like I'm playing now. Some days it was breakthrough. And I think I've played on 3 maps. I've played on Abbasid, Battery, and Capstone, which I'd imagine will be the 3 maps for the beta as well. And yeah, it's all been multiplayer, there's been no single player stuff. And yeah, you only get what you're given basically. So you haven't been given, I believe we haven't been given the full selection of weapons. I wasn't given the names of the weapons, they've just been like labeled Assault Rifle 1 or whatever, although some of them you can guess. Like you know, using the AEK for example.
Halfway there, we have the
And I play with all the classes. So first things first, obviously we're probably all aware of this by now. They've actually been pretty open about it, that the class system is back. Weapons are not locked. Don't know what you think about that. I don't know how I feel about it. Locked weapons can create really annoying metas, or they can cause confusion with how you play. So, you look at a recon and you don't know that he's got a sniper, that can be a real pain. But alternatively, like in this game, like the assault class I think is quite overpowered. Because they get access to all the best SMGs and the explosives. So I don't really know what you think about that, but yeah, the class system doesn't have locked weapons, but there is a class system. The class system, I'd say, is probably quite similar to Battlefield 2042. With the in its current state, not how it released. With the exception that the classes don't have names. So the specialists are gone, but really they're not. And really the way Battlefield 2042 ended up is the specialists, yeah, they were like these heroes, but really they also weren't. You know, they also were just like subclasses, and I think that's kind of what we've got now. But cosmetically, it's better. Like that they're not especially. It's not 1,000 rounds running around. You know. Should we try and bayonet this guy? Yeah, nice. So yeah, we had classes. Weapons weren't locked. What I found was that the weapons were quite hard to use. I found there was quite a lot of spread, and I don't know what you think about that. A lot of people don't like it. I didn't particularly enjoy a lot of the weapons. I like how they sounded, but I didn't particularly enjoy the gunplay. But what you almost must consider is that these are all cross-play lobbies. So I was competing against people playing on controller, and then a lot of people playing Battlefield Labs. How was that? Where did that come from? Weird.
We have taken objective apples.
Even a lot of people playing the controller were really good players as well. So I don't know if I found it harder because I was basically playing at a high level rather than, you know, like right now I'm playing against players who aren't very experienced and don't really know what they're doing. In Battlefield Labs, obviously, if you're signing up to test Battlefield games, the chances are you're going to be familiar with them. And also, I wasn't playing on the same platform. I was playing against controller players, keyboard and mouse players with my controller. But yeah, I found the gunplay quite hard to get to grips with. I was still doing okay. Like, I was probably, like, my KD on it, I reckon, is probably like maybe 1.2, maybe. So, like, I was holding my own and finishing high up leaderboards, like with the scoring and stuff. But yeah, not like smashing people all over the place. Like, you know, sometimes I can do. Well, not right now.
We have taken objective butter.
Well, here you go. Come on. Maps are really good. I really enjoyed the maps. They are, well, the ones I got to play were 1,000 miles away from the 2042 maps, the big open spaces. Maybe we got, yeah, this is classic. Maybe if I was being uber critical, I would say they weren't open enough. But maybe we'll get a mix. But the maps I played were urban combat, tight spaces, dense sort of players, and that's the sort of map that I liked. So I really enjoyed it. Sound design was brilliant, up there with BF1. I thought sound design, they really let themselves down with 2042. God, I struggled there. Yeah, I thought they really let themselves down in 2042 with the sound design, but it's a return to form in terms of sound design. I thought the sound design is easily the most polished part. Server stability was kind of poor, but you know, we're in alpha stage, so I don't know. I don't know if that's permanent or if that's teething problems. And like engine stability again was a bit patchy, but like I'm willing to let that go. Yeah, given it's an alpha stage, we'll have to see how the beta goes before we can make any sort of determinations on that. Well, I think it was, in terms of both servers and engine, like, and the actual gameplay, it was a lot less buggy and a lot more stable than, say, 2042 when it released. So in alpha stage, this game was more stable than released 2042. 2042 is not a good benchmark because it released so poorly. It's not even the bare minimum that it's better than 2042. It would be an utter unmitigated disaster if it was half as bad as 2042. So that's not really saying much, but just as a comparison, we're not getting another Battlefield 2042 is kind of what I'm getting or what I think. Obviously, I've only tested multiplayer in quite a small sample, so I haven't tested the Battle Royale mode, which is rumoured to be there. I haven't tested the single player mode, which is apparently coming too. I haven't seen any of that. I've only seen multiplayer, so I can't comment. In terms of like the game's atmosphere, I thought it was really good. It's quite similar to BF1. There's a lot of shouting going on. There's a lot of sound, a lot of destruction. The destruction is back, and the destruction is a little bit more. I don't know, like kind of well thought out. It's not just like, oh, you can destroy this. There's like, I don't know. It really helps some of the maps flow. depending on whether or not things are destroyed. Kind of a little bit like this section of San Quentin Scar, which I think gets better as the map gets destroyed, as opposed to sometimes in Battlefield where things get leveled and it's just then not fun.
Wir verteidigen das
So I think
Ziel
they've been
bis
quite
zum
intelligent
letzten
about the
Mann.
destruction from what I've seen, but obviously I haven't seen an awful lot of it. And it's fun that you can destroy things with sledgehammer and you can destroy things with explosives. So that's like, I thought the destruction was really well done. Graphically, it looked great, and the whole game looks great graphically. Oh, hello. Oh, hello, 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 hello. How have I not killed him? Oh my god. That was annoying. Yeah, I thought that destruction was really good, but clearly they've taken a lot of feedback from Battlefield 2042, haven't they? And maps were bad is part of the big thing that they said. Destruction was bad as part of the big thing they said. Classes needed to come back with part of the big thing they said. So they basically just ticked boxes that people wanted from 2042, and fair enough. Like, why wouldn't they? So I think they probably have played this game quite safe. From the things that I've seen, there's nothing like really controversial. Maybe like unlocked weapons, but like I don't think it's as big a problem as everybody else does. Yeah, there's nothing there that's like this feels a bit ridiculous or who the hell made that decision. It all feels pretty solid, which I think was the right call. I think that had they gone absolutely nuts with it or done something completely crazy, tried to make it bigger and better, that's kind of how what Battlefield's been about in the last few iterations. It's bigger than ever. Look, we've made Hamada. It's the biggest map we've ever made. It's like, yeah, but it's big, but it's not better. Yeah, we've made Hourglass, this enormous map. Breakaway, this huge map. You can get a wingsuit from one side of the map to the other. It's kilometers. It's like the size of the GTA map. Like, yeah, great, but how does the game actually play? And I think really they focused on getting the basics right. But that's my general feeling anyway. And largely they have. So I didn't love the gunplay, but like you can't make perfect gunplay because people like things differently. And I think maybe it was quite similar to maybe BF1's gunplay, which I do like. Maybe it's just because I sucked. Oh, no ammo. We'll go for the revolver then. I'm not picking up somebody else's kit. We're getting down and dirty. And I guess my biggest compliment that I can give them was the way it was all ran. Inviting that number of people. I can't remember how many people were in it. I think there were maybe like 5,000 in the Discord that I was in. Yeah, and like obviously getting invited myself was great. I really enjoyed that. Being able to see the development process was really fun. I didn't really know anything about game development, and it was fun to see how quickly it moved on from the pre-alpha to the alpha, and what that actually looks like, how it does change. Oh, did not see him at all. I'm struggling against that guy. He's finding his little corner. Yeah, and just the way it was organised, how easy it was to download the app to play, how easy it was to get into a round. There were a couple of little server problems, but largely I found it so easy just to plug in and play. It was easy to give feedback. I didn't really give a lot of feedback. I don't think I'm smart enough to really like think about the direction of a game. But I hope that, you know, my contribution in terms of the telemetry and, you know, all that sort of stuff and filling up the rounds was enough, and I'll get invited back. Yeah, guys, I really enjoyed the whole thing. I enjoyed playing the game, like even as a standalone thing. I know it was alpha and there were problems and all that sort of stuff, but even like just largely standalone as a game, if I'd have downloaded it off the internet for free, which is because I didn't pay to do this, if I downloaded it off the internet for free, then I'd have said, yeah, it's a pretty good experience. Like pretty rough around the edges game, but yeah, like I really enjoyed it. So yeah, my experience of Battlefield Labs and Battlefield 6 was great. Whether or not, you know, we're looking at one of the great Battlefield titles or not, I think my honest opinion is that we're probably not. Like, it's fun. Like I said, but they played it safe, and that's the right thing to do. People will enjoy it.
We have lost objective apples.
But maybe I'm just getting old, but I didn't get the big feeling that I got playing Battlefield 1 for the first time, playing BF4 back in the day. Oh, come on. Sorry, mate. Maybe it's because I'm 30 years old and not... How old was I when Battlefield 1 came out? 20? 21? So I didn't get, that feeling of, like, immersion, I guess. But also because it was only 2 hours every couple of weeks as well, and I was trying to figure out the game all the time. I was, like, trying to work out what guns to use, and... Oh my god, this is... That was insane. Come on, France Pingu. France Pingu! Back in the revolver. Yes. Whoa!
We have taken objective apples.
So that's, like, maybe that's why I feel it isn't going to be a classic Battlefield title, because A, I wasn't getting the full experience, and B, I'm old and sad now, whereas back in previous games when they came out, I was young and loved it. Like, I feel the same when new Call of Duty titles come out now. I always feel a bit meh about it, and I think maybe that's just because, like, the world has broken me down over the harshness of the years. Oh, I thought I was going to kill him. Have a bag. Pazitka 88. You Nazi. He's a Nazi. I'm not having it. I hate Nazis. I think they were the baddies. I really do. Ah. That was not good shooting, was it?
We have lost
I've
objective
got the range on this
Charlie.
thing. Fire here. Ooh. So yeah, am I gonna buy the game? Yeah. You know, like, you get that whole thing, you know, the YouTube comments, remember, no pre-orders and all that sort of stuff. And I get the sentiment there. But yeah, I'm gonna buy it, and you know, I'm gonna say this very quietly. I might even pre-order it because, like,
we have lost objective apples.
I play enough Battlefield to know that I'm going to buy it and play it for, like, a, you know, absolute bare minimum of like 300 hours. And like I said, I'm 30 years old. I have, like, a bit of money, and actually I don't know how much the game's going to be, 70 quid or whatever. If I lose out on £70 and I'm really disappointed, I'd be like, oh, that is annoying. But, you know, it's only like going out for dinner and it not being as good as you thought it was going to be. Shit. I can hear someone. Is he up there? Yeah. There you go. My brain is enormous. Yeah, like, so I am going to buy it, and I probably am going to pre-order it. So sorry if you're one of those people who's then going to tell me that I'm ruining Battlefield by accepting mediocrity. I just don't think it's that deep. You know, there are a lot of companies who've taken a lot of money off me for disappointing products in the past, And yeah, I'm not that tactical about it. And gaming, I love gaming. It's like one of my favorite things to do, but it's not important enough to me that the industry is like fantastic. I just don't care that much.
Charlie.
Yeah, it's a hobby. It's a fun hobby, but it's just a hobby. Ooh, shot me. Ah. Yes. Teamwork. 7 bullets. One bullet. Ah. Was on fire there.
Das ist ein feindlicher Schuss.
Oh, I thought that last one was going to get him. That's a shame.
Das Ziel dort.
Yeah, so, like, pretty positive overall. My little gripes are that, I didn't feel like the game thrilled me, but I don't know if that's because I'm now hard to thrill these days.
We control all objectives.
Yeah, I'm not going to be too critical because of that. Oh, have a bag on your body, mate. Yeah, enjoy that. Nutty.
We have lost objective Charlie.
It was annoying. I thought I was going to get 3 melees there. Yeah, I wasn't thrilled by it, but I don't have to be thrilled by everything. And what I found was that the game was really, really solid and sort of pretty well put together. Oh, crap. Yeet. But maybe, right, and again, this might just be because of the circumstance that I was in. No one knows the game. No one had worked out the gadgets well enough. But what we just had there, with me absolutely yeeting that guy with the dynamite, was a real battlefield moment. And yeah, I don't know if there's been that many battlefield moments in it, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm uber critical. Anyway, I feel like I'm just rambling on now, so I'll probably just end that there. You know we're going to win this round, don't you? You can see that quite easily. And yeah, the beta starts this week, so I will see you there. Catch you later. Bye.
We have